How's it going, guys? It's a Nutshell here, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new event on Escape from Tarkov, which is starting with a brand new quest line. And we have 3 quests currently within the game that is part of this whole event, and it features around smugglers that are coming into the game. It is, of course, a skier quest line that has 3 quests that are part of it, and it revolves around these locked cases that you can see right here that you can pick up within your different raids. We'll go through where you can find them according to the wiki article. So straight off the bat, you can find that there is essentially a locked case which are required, so you need 3 of them for the first quest, and that is of course just handed in straight away when you log on to Tarkov. You get the quest, you just go to skier, it'll be a new quest, and this one being called That's a Great Plan, Walter. This was announced 6 hours ago, so it's actually in the game already. And so in the office with the breachable door, you'll find one of these. And you'll also find them in the laboratory and factory. So factory at the minute seeming like it's going to be one of the best places to actually farm up these locked cases, because factory, especially if you play PvE, is super simple, super easy to go in and out of, and you can of course scav if you really wanted to maintain some level of safety, but even when you play as a PMC it's absolutely fine, and yeah, as long as you got a bit of experience, I suppose. But ideally, that's what you're going to be wanting to do, running factory. But if you do want to play other maps, you can find them at the power station on Interchange, where you turn on the power so you can go inside and open up the doors that are locked by the power. And of course, there's car extract right next to the power station. So if you're simply wanting to farm these, you could just go there, check the actual power station, get yourself the cases, and then extract via the car, as long as you brought in the rubles to do so. And then you've got the smugglers base on Shoreline, so the newer area that was introduced is now going to have, of course, these lock cases as well. So this is a decent loot location anyway, so it's nice to actually have a reason to go there now with this new quest line. And then the final one is the Tarkov Director's Office on Customs, which is in Big Red. And so pretty much everyone knows about this. If you've done any level of the amount of quests that are in the game, the Tarkov Director's Office key is required for some of them. I believe for the Prapor quest, I can't remember the name of it. But you have to get the secure intel or something that's on top of a safe that's in that room. But it will just be in there. You can find them lying around. And once you've found 3 of them, you'll be then able to go directly and submit them into Skier. This then unlocks the ability for you to actually craft opened cases and opened boxes, which essentially will give you rewards for opening them up. And so really nice to have that ability in the game. And we also get some plates, so you got level 3 plus ballistic plates for both the standard plates and also side plates. You get 4 of them and 8 of the side, and then 40,000 rubles, some skier rep as well, and a bit of XP. But then you move on to the next one, which is Chop the Thieving Hand. This is also a quest that is now given by Peacekeeper. And this one is essentially eliminating 25 smugglers. Now, smugglers can be found on all of the different maps except from Lab and Ground Zero under level 21. So if you're brand new to Escape from Tarkov, if you've only played up to level 21 on the game, you will not find them on Ground Zero, but if you're above that, they will be on there. So yeah, definitely something to be aware of. And then of course, you'll be able to unlock quite a few different ammos, and actually being able to get yourself some battle mags and a scar. Nothing spectacular in terms of the actual loot that you're getting from the actual event, but you know, hey ho, I think it's pretty decent that we're at least getting something to do, something to go and complete. And of course, with the introduction of new smuggler AI in the game, we'll have something to fight and hopefully loot up, and having some unique gear or something that we can actually get off of them. And then the third one is Shell Game. So that's after you complete the 25 eliminations on smugglers. This one is handing over 15 of Skier's contraband from the locked cases. So once you open them up, you get the actual contraband which is within them, and that is what you hand over to Skier. So you're going to need 15 of the actual contraband itself. And this one gives you significantly better rewards, so you get yourself an M60E6, you'll get yourself some 100 round assault boxes alongside some ammo for M993, M61 for 7.62x51mm, which is nice, and you get 20 pieces in the boxes, but you've got 15 boxes of M61 and 5 boxes of M993. If you play PvP, that's pretty big. And then you get NPP, KIA, SS, baggery, so you know, the typical armored rig that you can actually get, which is pretty decent. I use them on PvE because they're just, you know, they have good coverage, but they also provide some level of protection, and most of the time you don't really need to worry. Definitely not the most ultimate armor that you can use within the game, but it is what it is. They're okay. They're decent enough to actually get you by. And then you can get yourself 2 Mystery Ranch backpacks, so the SATLs that you can get in the game. Nothing too major in that, but, you know, it is what it is. And in order to actually find the contraband boxes, you get them from the cases, which we've already talked about, which are on Factory, Interchange, Shoreline, and Customs. And so, yeah, not too bad at all. And this one is where you hand it back into Skier, which I think is a decent questline. Nothing spectacular, nothing really screaming out a whole lot to me, but it gives us something to do, and I'm happy with the BSG adding these in. I would expect maybe we'll get some further event type related stuff to this, because this seems like a minor event, I guess, in the game, but maybe we'll see some more stuff come into the game as this event goes on, and they'll add extra bits to it maybe as the time goes on. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of information as to what the event is, whether or not it's actually worth grinding. I mean, dependent on whether or not they add extra things, I think it is debatable if they don't. But if they do, then perfect. I would recommend just doing it anyway. If you're playing Tarkov, it gives you something to do and work towards, especially if you play PvE and you've played way too much PvE like I have. Yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like it, and of course you can subscribe down below if you want to be up to date with the latest Tarkov news or just generally Tarkov content, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.